Budget, it's not just your spending plan, it's also your saving plan. There are two basic components of a budget: income and there's expenses. Money coming in and money going out. Let's talk about your income. This is the money you make, whether it's from your day job, overtime pay, or side hustles. Your income is the foundation of your budget. Kasi kung walang income, anong iba-budget natin? So what are your sources of income? From your salary, from your side hustles, and maybe some of you are also receiving financial support. And if it's different from month to month, just get the average of your income from the last 3 months. For the expenses, we have fundamentals, fund, and future fund. Fundamentals, these are your needs. First is housing. Whether you are renting or paying a mortgage, you write down the amount of your housing expense. Food and groceries, utility bill, transpo. Some of us might have some health conditions that require medical attention or medications. If not you, maybe you are supporting family members. Education. For those who have kids, how much do you pay for their tuition fees or school fees, for their transportation, baon, lahat-lahat na yon on a monthly basis, yung average. Just get the average and include that in your budget. And for those who have helpers at home, house help, how much do you pay them? Do you include their SSS, Pag-ibig, and PhilHealth? For debt payments, I included it here because most of our debt payments are related to our fundamentals. Unless, of course, you bought bonds on credit. But let's just include your debt payment under fundamentals because it's important that we prioritize it in our budget, especially if it has high interest rate. Next, financial support. I've mentioned that earlier. And finally, tithes and offerings. So it's different for different people. Some people believe in tithing, giving 10% of their income to the church, or they just give some offerings when they go to church. If you do this, how much do you usually allocate for tithes and offerings every month? Maybe some of you have other line items under fundamentals. You are free to add, you are free to remove any. Personal finance is personal. It's not always the same for everyone. You write down what is realistic for you. We're done with the fundamentals, the needs. Now let's move on to fund wants. This category in your budget is very important. All work and no play is a surefire path to burn out. That's why we have this fund. It's money you get to enjoy right now. Might be travel, massages, or getting ice cream at your favorite spot, or coffee, or milk tea. This is built into your plan so you don't feel deprived and end up burning out. Have you ever felt like you're paying a lot of bills and you feel deprived kasi walang napupunta sa'yo? Ang dami kong binabayaran, there's so much bills to pay, I'm supporting my family, parang I'm just working for everyone else but not me. That's why it's very important that we include our fund in our budget. Just set a limit for your fund. And also studies show that people who give themselves a little flexibility in their budgets are far more likely to stick to their financial goals. Diba? Pag mayroong konting saya, konting fun, konting wants, mas lalo tayong namomotivate to work harder. Next in our budget is the future fund. It can be for your emergency fund, sinking fund, investment fund, or for insurance. I included insurance here because I consider it as something that you will need in the future. We don't want anything to happen to us, but it's good to have it just in case. This is your growth fund, your future fund. This is where your future self gets paid. Now let's run the numbers. This is just an example budget. Her monthly income on average is 35,000 pesos. And her total monthly expenses is 35,000 also. This is what we call zero-based budgeting, which simply means your income minus expenses equals zero. Walang floating. Everything is accounted for. Every peso has a job, every peso has a purpose, has a name. Kasi pag walang name yan, sometimes we tend to just use it for unnecessary spending. Make sure that you know exactly where that 30,000 will go. So we have the 3 categories: fundamentals, the fund, and the future fund. If you have more under this category, please feel free to add them here, okay? And then get the total. In our example, fundamentals, 25,000 pesos yung total niya for the needs. For wants, 5,000 pesos. And for future funds, which includes emergency fund, sinking fund, and insurance, it's 5,000. So overall, the total is 35,000 pesos. Have you tried something like this before, budgeting? How do you feel when you are budgeting? I like it when I list down my expenses because hindi ako nanguhula, where did my money go? I know it's not for everyone, but at least try. Maybe it can help you. I'll give you a copy of my printable so you can just print it and then just write down your budget there. After you add up your expenses for these three categories, fundamentals, fund, future funds, now get the percentage. So let's say for your fundamentals, for your needs, 25,000 divided by 35,000 na total income, 72%. For the fund, 14%. Future fund, 14%. We have funds for the present, which is under fundamentals. We have a fund for fun, para nag-enjoy pa rin tayo. And we have fund for the future, for that time na hindi na natin kayang mag-work. For more budgeting tips and resources, please check the links in the description and comment section. Thanks for watching and happy budgeting!